What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Smackdown review. A lot of things happened after Fastlane 48 hours, and a lot of things must now play into WrestleMania, as we do have some matches announced for WrestleMania. Shane McMahon will be announcing another match for WrestleMania. But as we kicked off the show, we have a match at WrestleMania, which I know it's a reach. I'm not saying this is a reach, saying it's the main event, but I think we all know what the main event is going to be. I think it would be this one, but then again, now it's kind of like I said some videos before, like even when you win the Royal Rumble, you don't really main event WrestleMania, but they'll probably steal the show. AJ Styles came out as he talked about the house that he built, AJ Styles built, and the odds were against him on Sunday. And he went through the announce table and John Cena put him through it. But he says, it's not impossible. He says, you get back up. It's like your parents would say, suck it up, and take what you want, pretty much. And he talked about his long road to WWE, how he got here, and even when he showed up here 2 years ago, as he meets the greatest Japanese superstar ever in WWE, when he meets him at WrestleMania, and pretty much Shinsuke came out. He had the mic. People chanted his name. He says AJ is champion, and everyone likes him. Everybody likes me too. And he said he respected him, and his WrestleMania dreams would come true, and that it would be a knee to the face, pretty much, and he would become the champion. And Nakamura. We all know Nakamura doesn't speak English that well. He's trying, but I had to rewind a little to understand a little of it, just to make sure I got everything, because I'm being honest, I had to rewind it. There's like a couple I didn't understand, and I just had to rewind, but it came out clearly though then. So we already know he's not that limited on English, so the promo was quick for him, so that was okay. And then next thing you know, Aiden English and Rusev came out, which I thought it was a tag team match that was about to happen, but it was Rusev versus AJ Styles then. And stuff. But the match itself, really good, I will say that. And then in DQ though, after AJ hit the calf killer, and English and Rusev attacked them, Nakamura pretty much stood by as he watched AJ get beat up, as he took his time taking off his jacket until he made the save and hit a Kinshasa on Rusev then, as he looked at pretty much AJ Styles on the ground and walked off then. So I guess he was just kind of playing mind games with AJ. This is the first couple steps into this whole feud. We only have 3 to 4 weeks until WrestleMania, so it's going to take some time. Will this be like the Wrestle Kingdom match we had a couple of years ago at Wrestle Kingdom for New Japan Pro Wrestling? I don't know if it'll be that great, to be honest. And I kind of go over what Kenny Omega has said about Nakamura in an interview about a few months ago. What is like the literally last Nakamura match that was that great in WWE? Not counting NXT, we know how great NXT was with him, but as for the main roster, what match he felt underwhelmed? I remember Omega saying, and he had some sense making what he said about Nakamura. If you compare New Japan Nakamura to WWE Nakamura, even NXT one, we can separate that also. Listen, this match has to be this great, to be honest. I don't know if it'll be better than Wrestle Kingdom 1 or not, but Nakamura does need this match, really, because even I had to think about it myself. Like, what is the really last great match Nakamura had ever since he's been on the main roster? Literally. Like, you got to think about that for a second. So I just really kind of made you think a little, like, what's the last really great match? But yeah, but like I said, the Mania match is coming, of course. So we'll see what happens when these two meet at WrestleMania. Like I said, will it be like Wrestle Kingdoms? I don't know. Time will tell. As AJ walks to the back, Nakamura pretty much says, I'm going to watch you every week until WrestleMania, as he's going to have his back, because I need him 100%. So I guess Nakamura, playing some type of mind game with AJ right there. Next thing you know, the Big E was headed out to the ring as after the beatdown Bludgeon Brothers did on the New Day and the Usos. Big E cut it, and once again, Big E cut another great promo. By the way, let me say that this guy's just cutting great promos out of nowhere. And he says, Woods and Kofi will be back, but he's got to hold it down for his brothers and represent the New Day. As Jimmy Uso walked up and pretty much says, you ain't gonna be alone out there tonight. They took out my brother too, so we're gonna give them some work when we go out there. So it's gonna be Big E and Jimmy Uso versus the Bludgeon Brothers. So once again, another great promo from Big E. I'll maybe go out on a limb and say this. If they ever break up the New Day, this guy needs to be a top tier face. If they do, this guy got some really great promos. Rusev, hopefully they go somewhere with him and such. I'm kind of so glad Rusev did not lose that match. I guess I should go back and say it also was a DQ, because even I thought it was incredible. Okay, he lost to Nakamura, then he loses to AJ. Not saying the match was bad or anything, but I don't know. They really are trying to cool off this whole Rusev Day thing as much as possible. They played the Kid Rock video from, I don't know, the long version. I already said what I had to say about that yesterday during the Raw review. Big E and Jimmy Uso came out as immediately they start going after the Bludgeon Brothers before the match even started, and even pick up chairs as pretty much the Bludgeon Brothers would grab hammers, but wasn't going for it. And as they pretty much had the chairs and the hammers, they used the hammers to knock the chairs out of their hands, and they pretty much Big E and Jimmy Uso regrouped. The match itself was mostly the Bludgeon Brothers being dominant. Mostly the Usos and Big E were coming back and forth, but at least they showed up a bit more offensive moves. They got the pin over Jimmy Uso, and then start beating up Big E after that from the outside. So like I said before, it'll be it's 9 times out of 10 it'll be a triple threat tag team match at WrestleMania for the tag team titles. A lot of these triple threat multi-man matches are really happening in Mania. Sami Zayn was being interviewed in the back as he blamed Kevin Owens for what happened Sunday, and he blamed Shane McMahon for his obsession with Kevin Owens. Yes, his obsession with Kevin Owens, and costing him the championship, and that Kevin is the person that attacked Shane McMahon to begin with. So this is all his fault. I know a lot of people say it's probably going to be a triple threat, but I'll get to more of that in the end. Charlotte came out to talk about Asuka. She will face her at WrestleMania for the championship, which is most likely the better match, women's match anyways. And he says you're the champion, you always have a target on your back. And, she knows what's going to happen when Asuka's music hit and everything. It'll be, that's why we're here to meet in the middle of the ring, woman to woman. Charlotte welcomed Asuka to Smackdown as Asuka said thank you, and Charlotte pretty much traveling the world defending championships. This is the time it's the Queen meets the Empress, and she says she sat and watched her win the Royal Rumble and everything, but she's never faced someone like Asuka. But you've never faced anyone like me, and I will defend my championship and beat her streak at WrestleMania. And pretty much Asuka told Charlotte, like, yes, you are the queen, but the Empress bows down to no one, and pretty much nobody ready for Asuka. So Asuka said what she needed to say, not much from there. So it was a good promo, got to the point. Orton came out next. Randy Orton talked about, he says he's done a lot of things throughout his career, and that he is now part of a very short list of grand champions, as he's now the United States champion. And he talked about him and Rude, Rude is a great competitor and everything, but the title is now his, and he's going to take it to WrestleMania, and no one will stop him at WrestleMania. Bobby Roode then came out saying, it's going to be a rematch, and he will get his title back, as it'll be glorious. Jinder Mahal. Mahal came out and pretty much told Orton that he was coming for the title, and that Roode pretty much was going to take out Rude, as he told Orton to watch back, which, I don't know, this match itself was kind of whatever. Yeah, I wanted to see Bros got the distraction, of course, and Jinder pretty much hit Rude in the nuts and hit him with a Colossus. So, oh man, that's something to tell you. And then next, Randy Orton comes in, hits an RKO, and wakes the crowd up, and on Mahal, like I said, wakes the RKO, wake the crowd up. Like I said, it'll be a triple threat match, most likely with these three. I still didn't expect Randy Orton to win the title at Fastlane, but he did. So it will be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. 9 times out of 10 hasn't been announced yet, so yeah. What else happened on here tonight? Kevin Owens, he talked about Sami Zayn tonight, as Sami wants to try and blame him now and everything, and then he blames Shane McMahon for what happened at WrestleMania, to why he is not the champion right now also. Next thing you know, oh yes, I said a lot about this yesterday, and of course it's got a lot of negative backlash, this Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale. Listen, we all know what Fabulous Moolah did back then, because of a lot of the accusations from, especially with other female wrestlers, pretty much back then, from, I don't know, was pimping them out and stealing money from them, pretty much extortion, and she was just a pimp, mostly pimping a lot of these girls back then. And I've said what I had to say. This is just a way to get everybody on the card for WrestleMania, so they can get a payday for all the women. It's just the Andre thing. This is just stupid. And even the title, I kind of knew the title. They should have known the title was going to get backlash anyways for what it was called, this whole Moolah Battle Royale. So I don't think they're even going to pull themselves away from changing the name, because some people say they could come with a different name. I know people have thrown around China here and there, but they're not going to do that. At the end of the day, a lot of people know about the whole Fabulous Moolah's past. Listen, I didn't really know it until later in time. I only knew it from the Attitude Era, when I started watching wrestling. Same with Mae Young. They made Mae Young like she was one of the best female wrestlers ever, really, when they made the Mae Young Classic. And now they're trying, like I said, they tried to paint Moolah like a saint, pretty much, and making like she's, I don't know, inspired all these other women's wrestlers, which obviously just did not make any sense to me. And like I said, there's a lot more negative stuff about her out here than is positive, and you can look on the internet and people have had a lot of negative reaction, and I can understand why, and I've already said something. And like I said, this is just like the Andre thing. Get it right in the card for Mania. I don't know why this match had to be made. I don't really care, but this is a very dumb idea. It really is. And now they got negative backlash of it because of the title of this whole ridiculous battle royale for Mania. Carmella against Naomi. Nothing much to say here. Pretty much pulling Naomi down. You gotta roll up for the win. I don't know. Carmella will probably cash that thing in sooner or later. So the crowd was kind of really quiet throughout this match. Didn't really care that much. Shane McMahon came out, as he talked about what happened last Sunday at Fastlane, and he said hello to the crowd, and this whole feud's been going on for this past few months now. But he asked the crowd, like, what would you like if somebody beat up your dad in the ring? And he pretty much says Daniel Bryan will be here next week. But as for Smackdown commissioner, he's going to be taking an indefinite absence. But he did make a match, and it will be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. And when I sat here and listened to this, I just kind of thought of it like, listen, we know Kevin and Sami can have a great match. Nothing against that, but it's almost one of those things like, if you've seen it, if you've seen it the first time, you've seen them all pretty much. And yeah, they could have a great match at WrestleMania, but even I gotta sit there like, man, can we and they've kind of cooled on this for a minute, but that wasn't even cool on. They just had this a couple weeks ago, really. So I don't know, man. It's not even for a title or anything. I thought it was actually for a title shot for a second. Like, do I really need to see Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn again? Like, they've had great matches in the past, but it's almost like they had the battleground. It says, oh, it's the final time they're facing. Next thing you know, they kept facing each other more and more after that when Kevin Owens was the Universal Champion. So I don't know. They just need to back away from that whole thing. But Kevin Owens interrupted him, and then Sami Zayn comes out, and you think this is gonna work, and having us at WrestleMania, but Shane says, this is the biggest stage, he says, and Owens just looked at him pissed, and he appreciates this, but next thing you know, they beat the crap out of Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon tries to fight back, but he got hit with a Kaluva kick and pop-up power bomb, and then they put his head inside a chair and threw it into the turnbuckle, which they dragged Shane McMahon out of here then, and then they they hit another power bomb on some equipment. Shane made a whole bunch of breathing noises, and they had to get him on a gurney to get him off. So it was a very brutal attack. Some believe this would be a triple threat match because everybody thought it was going to be a tag team with Daniel Bryan, but I don't think that's really going to happen. There's been rumors saying that Daniel Bryan did not. The rumors going on like Daniel Bryan did not want to do a tag match because I believe he said he felt that he would have to stand on the apron throughout most of the match, and he felt that was beneath him. And I guess Daniel Bryan wants to wrestle a full competitive match, so he turned it down. So it looks like everyone's saying it's going to be a triple threat match between Owens, Zayn, and Shane McMahon, or it's going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match. It looks like they're more of a triple threat match. It's not like they're fighting for a title shot or anything to make it a triple threat match, unless someone turns on the other. But it would, like I said, the beatdown was effective. But if it's really a triple threat match, where they're actually fighting for it, and beat the crap out of Shane McMahon. It's not like Daniel Bryan will be wrestling. We'll see him on next week, but I don't really think it's gonna happen. And after what I heard, I don't think WWE's really gonna let him in the ring because, like I said, Daniel Bryan wants to wrestle a full competitive match, and it looks like they're not gonna let him for his own most likely well-being and safety, because I don't think WWE wants that type of stuff on their hands. But if he does not wrestle, remember what he said: if his contract runs out, he will gladly go somewhere else and wrestle. And hey, we may see him all in. Never know. But SmackDown tonight was it wasn't a bad show as much as Raw was, but they had its parts and everything. It's I do a lot of Raw recaps, and Ronda Rousey didn't show up. Oh man, that's crazy and stuff. But SmackDown was SmackDown. I know they hyped some stuff for Raw, like of course the Ultimate Deletion, but I already spoke enough about that on Raw, comparing if it'll be better than Impact. But SmackDown. SmackDown's back now. We got more of a build to AJ and Nakamura for the title match coming up. I thought Big E cut a great promo. Like I said, we'll see a triple threat tag match for the titles. Charlotte and Asuka promo was pretty good. I'll give it that. It's pretty much setting up for Mania. Didn't really care about the Rude versus Jinder. Like I said, it will be a triple threat. Carmella and Naomi kind of forgettable. And the final segment with Owens and Zayn attacking Shane McMahon was very brutal right there. They're still playing that Moolah battle. Just has really gone out bad for them. So I've already said my little piece on that, and I already know the meaning behind it, and we already know the story, so it's not gonna work for them. A lot of backlash. But I am out of here. Make sure you check out my Monday Night Raw review. Everything from the Fastlane review and live reactions are also posted up right now, so please check those out. But I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace.